Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is SatTV Week. Now I'm here at Communicator 2012 and I'm pleased to be joined by Hans Martin Steiner of Siemens. Hans, pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Why are you here at Communicator?
Reason for being here is that the Asian market is quite interesting to us, which means instead of going to each and every country and each and every potential client and customer, it's much better to go here because you meet everybody around here. So this is the reason why we are here. We met already a lot of potential customers, we met existing customers, and it's a great show to us and for us. So that's the reason actually why we are here. We focus on several markets, Asian being one, Middle East is another one, so we go to other shows as well, and we also pick out the most prominent and most important shows, and CAPSAT is one of them. The Communicator is one of them. Sorry.
Now, you have a range of products, the CCAM products. What's so special about those?
CCAMs is a carrier monitoring solution, so in order to check the integrity of the signal of a satellite, TV, broadcast or broadband or telephone. So the speciality is that we do have quite an integrated solution, which means on the one hand it's a carrier monitoring solution, and on the other hand it's an interference localization system, and everything is integrated. It's the only system in the world that is able to do this right now, which means once an operator detects something that's going wrong with the signal, he's able to switch immediately to interference localization and is able to do it instantaneously and seamlessly. And a second thing that is quite important is that we do have Ka band monitoring, and I think that's quite important recently and will become even more important in the next years, that we are able to have broadband carriers, that we are able to broadband transponders, that we are able to monitor them and also geolocate Ka band.
Now, is interference a major problem in Asia?
You name it. Yes, of course. It is in fact a big problem, especially for the big satellite operators, so that have more than 10 satellites. Some of them are our customers, and we know from first hand that they report to us quite often and quite frequent interferences. Most of them, fortunately, still are unintentional interference, which means something going wrong with the antenna or the equipment or bad setup or something like that. So in most of the cases you can interfere and do something, however you need to detect where it comes from. On the other hand, it's some bad guys are out there as well, and they do it intentionally. And this is actually really the hard stuff. On top of that you have to geolocate it somehow. Sometimes you're not able to do anything because they come from a region where you can go or can call anybody. And this is what we hear specifically Middle East, but also here in Asia, so Central Asia.
Yeah. So globally, what are the trends you're seeing?
Globally, the trends that I see or we see at Siemens is that last year we have seen about order of 28 telecommunication satellites, or the year before I would say rather. Last year it dropped down to about 20. I think the trend will be that we stay at 20, which means we had a peak. Everybody knew because all the big ones were procuring new satellites and have a big investment program running. So we see that the peak has been crossed. It goes a little bit down. It will stay most probably at around 20. On the other hand, it's good for us because satellites are procured, which means for CCAMs or for carrier monitoring, we will have the business next year or the year after, the bigger one, because you need to monitor all the satellites that have been procured 2 years ago, because they will come into operation 2013, 2014. Another trend that we see is that less military traffic is going over satellites due to the fact that Americans pulled out of Iraq and reduced the presence in Afghanistan and the likes. These might be covered a little bit by these vehicles that are unattended, so this might be a little bit compensate the drop in communication in the arena. Apart from that, as I said, satellite manufacturing will stay at around 20, because apart from CCAMs that we offer, we do also supply the satellite manufacturers with test equipment.
Right. Okay.
So both markets are interesting to us: the operation market and the manufacturing market.
Hans, thank you very much.
Thank you.